All right, hello guys. We are in the new place. I am officially moved, which is great, but everything is still chaotic, okay? There's just stuff everywhere. It's kind of a lot, but despite that, we're moving forward. I'm gonna try my best to get something done. My family's coming into town soon to help take stuff that we're not using anymore, to take product that I'm not using, all of that. So I know I have a little bit more of this chaos and I have no idea how it sounds, lighting, like everything's new, but I wanted to do a mini declutter. I was hoping to do this before I left the old place and not bring the stuff here, but that didn't end up happening. And also I lied, okay? I said I wasn't bringing trash to the new place and here I am with all my freaking empties. You know, sometimes it just takes so long to use something up and it's like a good thing and I might not have been able to talk about it at another time. So I want to share with you some of the best stuff in there. We're going to do a down and dirty declutter in that it's just going to be fast. We're not going to go through every little product, but I'm going to look at my drawers, especially foundation, that type of stuff, move fast and pick what I want. So that's kind of what's on the docket. It's been so crazy. I have not been able to wear makeup in the last couple of days. Just it's been full on moving, unpacking. There are so many boxes. I cannot tell you. I've never wished I was a minimalist so much before this move, honestly. Like I love having a lot of stuff, don't get me wrong, but I'm really trying with this new space for everything to have a home, everything to feel like put away at the end of the day, and just a little more calmness. You guys know, I've shown you the clutter, I've shown you the stuff. I'm trying to work on it. I'm trying to work on it in this one. It does feel so good just to even have this minimal face on. I packed myself a kind of move bag where I was able to just put things I felt like I was going to reach for beauty-wise and otherwise, but I didn't want it to get lost in the chaos of the move. So for my makeup bag, I just used this Glow Recipe one. I love it. It's so big and it's kind of cushy. So I love that it has a little bit of padding, but I really just kept it pretty minimal with what I was bringing, things that I've been loving lately. Okay, let's be real. I brought like 5 or so blushes. So how minimal is it? I don't know. Maybe it's not the most minimal, but I really was trying and everything fit into this one bag. I brought a few eyeshadow options, some cream shadows. You guys know I love those. The 2 palettes I brought were the Persona Identity. It's one that I go back to and it just has everything I need in it. A nice dark shade, really pretty shimmers. I absolutely love the shade Seductive that's in there. That's like my favorite all over one and done kind of shadow. But I've also been loving the Daylight palette. So that made it into my kind of to-go makeup bag as well. I kept it basic with my foundation. I just went in with the Pure Lease BB cream that I swear will not die. I've had this thing forever. It's been on its last legs for forever, but I was like, let's try to use it up. Like, let's actually try to get this gone. I have been loving these Westman Atelier products. So I used one of the blushes and also the kind of highlighter. It's called Peau de Pêche. It's super beautiful. I've been using it a ton lately. And then I kept it super simple with my eyes, a little shadow stick. And then I used that Daylight palette again from Alter Ego. It is that dupe for the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude, which you guys know I love. And I do have a code with them. It's affiliated if you're interested in that palette, if you want to save some money. I've really been loving it. And I decided to go with black mascara since I hadn't put mascara on in so long. I wanted that definition instead of the brown, although I have been loving the Essence mascara. I tried a new lip liner from Lawless. This one's called, I think, Honey Nude, something like that. And I don't know, I kind of like it, but that is the final makeup look. That's what I did today. Super simple. And then I threw this hat on because I was like, you know, my hair is looking, it's looking a little scary. We're really just like holding on by a thread, but it is such a positive thread. It's just what happens in the throes of moving. So let's get to this declutter. Let's see what I can get rid of. I have my drawers like I had in the last place, all my lip products on top. And for packing into these boxes, I did something a little different this move. Usually what I do and why it takes so long is I will take everything out of the organizational drawers I have inside of the drawers, and then I'll keep that really packed tight so there's not a lot of movement, pack the organization separate, and then when I get to the new place I have to resort it out, all of that. And this time I just took them for the most part in the organization they were already in and just wrapped that with paper and really secured it again, packed it tight so that way there wasn't a lot of movement. And I don't think I had any casualties. I even dropped some stuff once I was here and like unpacking. I was like, oh my gosh. And even most of that stuff didn't even break, like just little cracks, nothing even major. So feeling grateful and lucky that nothing broke, but it was a way better system. I mean, I obviously have an insane amount of makeup compared to most people, but I was really glad I did it that way. And also, pro tip, if you're moving, I highly suggest getting different color duct tape to help with color coding where boxes go in your new place, especially if I have a bigger place. Ours isn't that, it's like 2 rooms. Like which room is it gonna go in? But it can help just visually actually see where boxes are supposed to go instead of having to read all the little pause. Instead of having to get in and like read all the little writing you might put on a box, and also for movers, if you happen to have movers, it can be helpful. Anyway, packing really worked out. I was so glad I didn't have to like separate stuff as much, because usually that's a whole thing. The drawers are not perfect, but let's get into the declutter. All right, first drawer here. This is more like primer type stuff, sunscreens. I don't know. It's literally a lot of stuff. So let me see. I know I want to keep this sunscreen, the Unseen sunscreen. I just talked about how I don't really love that kind of primary silicone-y texture, so I'm gonna pass this on. I think my mom will like it. I'm gonna keep these for now. The B-Lab, I really do like. This glow recipe, I need to update you guys, but it is so, let me make sure everything's in focus, my gosh, but this is so greasy. It's greasy, okay? Let me keep it for now though. I can't get rid of anything actually though. What I can get rid of, this is a mineral sunscreen. I got this recently. I picked it up from Yes Style and I didn't realize I was getting the mineral one. So I want to try the other one, the chemical one. So yeah, I'm going to pass that on. I do really like this sunscreen though from Supergoop, keeping that. I have some minis of this Say. I'm going to keep those for now. I'm telling you, it's like I'm keeping everything. Glow screen. This one's in golden hour. I'm going to pass that on just because I usually use Sunrise. So a little sample out of here. This Dr. Brandt primer I can let go of. I mean, there's a lot of primers. I really just need to get reintroduced to this stuff, but that's going to be one of my goals. So I can really pare this stuff down to what I'm actually going to want to be using, what I'm testing, all that. For this stuff, let's see. The Laura Geller Spackle can go. I haven't even really been using primer, to be honest with you guys, the last bit. This butter primer I'm gonna let go. Smashbox is gonna go. I don't necessarily love this e.l.f. one, but I kind of want to keep it for potentially an e.l.f. video in the future, so I'm gonna keep it for now. Yeah, I think that's everything I can do. I barely got rid of anything. I mean, it is a speed declutter. It's not gonna be so in depth, but at least there's a few more things I can pass on. Let's do another drawer. Okay, so many foundations. It's a lot. I think I'm gonna keep these Makeup Forever ones for now, but these Bare Mineral ones, they just color-wise weren't working for me, so I'm gonna let go of all of those. They were all a little too deep, even though they were like fair. I don't know. They just weren't working for me. I have a few different shades of that e.l.f. foundation that came out. This has not been my favorite either, but I'm just gonna keep the Light Cool I think I've been using, and I'm gonna pass on the other two shades, which are 14 Fair Cool and 15 Fair Warm. I know at some point I can definitely, you know, pare down these tier foundations, but now is not the moment, so they stay for now. Okay, let's try the next drawer. The Sigma Skin Tint in 3 is too dark for me, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be like the darkest I'm probably gonna get this summer, so I'm gonna pass that on. I have been enjoying it though. I have these from Audacity, I think is how you say it. I'm still testing them out, but they are a little greasy. They're kind of reminding me of like Kosa's BB Burst kind of texture. I want to give them a fair shot, but we'll see. These Catrice, I'm sure they're good, or like they don't have to be bad. I don't even really know, but I think I'm just gonna pass them on. I have so much I'm testing that I don't think I'm gonna even have time for those. So I'd rather them get passed on. These from It Cosmetics were sent to me, but I think they might be too dark still. Let me see. Maybe I'll keep the fair neutral, but I'm gonna pass on the fair light. Oh, this is light neutral. What the heck? Okay, let's see. Look. Why is the fair? Look at that. The one that's really dark, that one's called Fair Light. That's what's written on the bottom. And that's the one I tried first, and I'm like, how? It was not matching me. So I'm gonna pass this one on and keep the lighter one, which is light neutral, which you would expect to be darker than fair, but it isn't, so. Okay, love the Danessa Myrix Yummy Skin, keeping those. These BB creams from Purito, I just have not given a chance, and I have the Misha ones still too to test, so I might pass those on so that way I can not be too overwhelmed with stuff. Moving on to this drawer. This is like concealers. Let me try to get it in frame. Oh my gosh. Tons of concealers. I have some of my favorites, or the ones I use the most up here. I still need to test so many of these, so maybe this isn't the best time. I maybe need to like take a second and get familiar again with this stuff. That might be it. I at least got some bulk out. These are some powders. This powder from Makeup Forever can go. It's pretty shiny overall, so that's gonna go. I wanna keep some of those. Oh, this Bobbi Brown, I don't know if you've seen me declutter this or not, but I'm gonna pass that on. I did not like that powder. I didn't like the BB cream that came out or tinted moisturizer in that line. Like, there were a lot of misses. I'm actually gonna pass this on too. I didn't have it very long, but I knew in that time. It just is a translucent powder from Jouer, but it just made my skin look so dry. I don't know how to explain it, but as like the day would go on, it just looked cakey, dry, gross. So I'm pretty sure it's that powder. This Melt powder, I'm also gonna pass on just because it's so reflective. Like, it is a very shiny powder. I just don't think I'm gonna use it. Okay, I think that's it for that for now. All right, here's what we're looking at for the speed declutter. Not the most, but at least it's something, you know what I'm saying? So anything, any little thing, one at a time, it counts. So I am going to be passing these on to people, and I'm happy to have just a little more space in my drawers. I'm really embracing the change of this move, even if it's been a little bit difficult. I can't lie. Like, I feel like there's just been more emotions with this move in a good way. I think all of it's really positive, but just growing. I'm like 32, gonna be 33. Like, I'm just older, different, you know, and embracing that. It's been great to really evaluate what I want in my life and also find real homes and, you know, find real solutions to be able to keep those. And I feel like most of the time I am function over form. Like, I need space because I have a lot of stuff. And so that might mean having storage that's like open and kind of chaotic. And I feel like at least it's a little more 50-50 in a way. Like, I am also caring about form and I want my place to feel good and look good and be kind of calming in ways, whatever that means to me, just like feel nice. And so that means more clothes storage and actually like everything having a home, like I mentioned before. So I'm excited to continue getting this place in order. You'll have to let me know if you want to see like a full makeup collection tour. Maybe I can give a little mini tour of the place. I don't know. I don't want to promise too much, but maybe it might be in the future. But before that, let me show you some empties so I can let you know what's good and what I would not repurchase again. And then I get to throw it away. Okay, continuing on with the theme of the video and kind of doing speed stuff, I'm gonna try to be speedy about these empties, okay? The Cinema Brush Cleaner, absolutely love this for spot cleaning my brushes. I really want to pare down my brush collection, just keep my absolute favorites and keep up with washing. When you have 100 million brushes, it's hard to keep them all clean, but if you have a more pared down collection, it's a little bit easier. So that's something I'm gonna be working on. Okay, not makeup related, but this Meyer's Tomato Vine Cleaner, so good, so high end. It kind of reminds me of the Diptyque one. I haven't even bought that one yet, but I smell it in store. So good. It was summer limited edition, but fall's about to come out. And I already saw that the apple cider scent from last year's coming back, so highly recommend get your hands on it. I'm gonna buy a couple so I have them throughout the season. That's one of the only other scents that I've truly like loved from Meyer's, but this Tomato Vine was up there. And again, it was another one. I wish I bought enough to have this for the spring and summer, and I'll have apple cider for fall and winter, and I'm good. And they're more affordable than other high-end like smell good cleansers. Had to mention that. I know it's not beauty, but it's important and one of my favorite empties, but also a sad empty. I'm not good about being quick. What am I talking about? Okay, Way Scalp and Body Scrub. This is the St. Bart's. Absolutely love this. You guys know, such a treat. Highly recommend if you're wanting to splurge. This is a great body scrub. I was able to finish up 2 more candles. Caramel Pumpkin Swirl from Bath & Body Works has been a favorite over the years. So decadent, so rich. Like, this thing is strong. Luscious Caramel, Ground Cinnamon, Rich Brown Sugar, Creamy Vanilla. You know, I love this, and I don't know if it's because I was burning it still while it's hot, but to be honest, it was a little much for me. So it'll be interesting to see what candles I'm drawn to this year. Although Sniff brought back their half-baked pumpkin smash, I think it is. So excited for that. One of my favorite fall candles. I love that one. And if you're interested in Sniff stuff, I did a video on the fragrance channel all about Sniff, everything that had come out at the time. So you can check that video out and know everything I think about the Sniff line. Vanilla and Santal was nice as well. It had a nice masculine like twist to it, which I enjoyed, but I don't know if I'd repurchase. This body oil was so good. I can't even believe to you I'm saying I finished up a body oil, but the Sunlight body oil from Sol, so good. I absolutely love the smell of this, and I loved pairing it at night once I got out of the shower. I mostly use it on my arms in like décolleté, I don't know. It has this like creamy lemony, white floral, tropical kind of scent to it, which is not normally my thing, but it just smelled so good, and I would pair it with the Way St. Bart's Body Mist, and I love that combination. It smelled so good, and it made my sheets smell so good. I actually potentially would repurchase that. I got it in an advent calendar. Such a treat and a fun find. My never-ending love for the Glow Recipe Dewdrops. Every time I think I'm growing out of them, this is like the one Glow Recipe item I just can't get enough of. I just feel like it hydrates without being too heavy. My skin always looks a little smoother and clearer when I'm really using this non-stop, like all the time. So absolutely love this. I will continue to use this. If you ever see the aloe stuff out and about, I just think it's all pretty bad. Like, I don't think it's the worst ever, I guess, but I just don't think you should maybe buy it. Like, stick with beauty brands. It's fine that they have their own stuff going on. This was the shampoo. It smelled like citrus. It was fine, but I don't know. Everything I've tried, like I've tried a few things here and there, unremarkable, nothing to write home about. I have two texturizing sprays here. This is the Orbe, which is my favorite. I will say lately, I've just been keeping it so simple with my hair. I've been putting it under a hat. I don't have the time. I've been doing a slick back look or something like that. I don't know. That's what I've been feeling the most confident in lately. So I haven't needed this, but Sam uses it as well, and I do really like it. It smells so good. We tried this one though from Costco. This is the Kristen S, and it's supposed to smell kind of like Mojave Ghost from Byredo. That's what I've heard, but I didn't love this texturizer as much. I don't know. The Orbe one works. I know it's so expensive and I hate buying it, but that is my ultimate favorite texturizer spray. Ooh, I'm missing this right now. The Orbe shampoo for volume. Really, really love this. Definitely want to buy it. I'll probably wait if I can until the Sephora sale, or if I find another sale that's similar, I might just pull the trigger because I really need some volume in my life. I have some more hydrating shampoos, which I have been enjoying, but you know, my scalp gets greasy, so it'd be nice to have a little volume. I got hand creams here. Love the Caudalie hand cream. If you're looking for a hand cream, this one is so good. I have no idea if this frame is the freakiest frame you've ever seen in your life. What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay. The vibes in this video are as chaotic as my life really is right now. I'm trying to be like, no, but it's chaotic. Okay, love this hand cream though. It's the Thé de Vin. It's the Vino one. It's not their normal scent, so I highly suggest this one. It's kind of musky. It's so good. I also love this scent from Lilicious, the sugar lavender scent from them. They have it in a body wash, they have it in a body scrub, have it in the hand cream, which I absolutely loved every time I would get into bed. And they also just recently launched body oils, so I want to get it in the body oil too. But if you're into like a vanilla scent and you love the idea of lavender being in it, but you don't want something too medicinal, I feel like this is literally one of the most perfect vanilla lavender scents out there. I am obsessed with it. Love this Caudalie product too, the Beauty Elixir. Definitely a nice, refreshing, treat yourself kind of moment. Is it doing much for your skin? I don't know, but it's doing something for my mood, which I appreciate. So I've gone through a lot of these. I would definitely repurchase. Oh, another hand cream. This is the Soap and Glory hand food. You know what? I like the texture of this hand cream. I do not like the smell of this. No, no, no. Way too powdery for me. It is comforting and I can see why other people like it, but it's not for me. I really enjoyed this cleanser from Peach and Lily. It's the Power Calm Hydrating Gel Cleanser. It was a gel that kind of kept its shape, which is something I really am looking for. I'm realizing in a gel cleanser for like a second cleanse after my makeup, just cleansing my skin. It worked nicely. This moisturizer, this is the Dr. Sam's Flawless Moisturizer. I got this from Creators and Friends from Surratt. They kind of gave a favorites bundle, so it had other brands in it, which I thought was really cool. It was a pretty plain moisturizer, but I loved it for that. Like, it was just thick and nice, not overly thick though, so I actually really enjoyed using this. I used it all the way up. And I was also introduced to these face masks from that same kind of collection of favorites they gave. So this is the Revive Instant Depuffing Gel Eye Mask. I love this. My eyes are so sensitive. They're super dry. If I've cried even a little and I am an emotional person, my eyes are gonna swell. And this just helps, especially on days when I am just like, my eyes do not want to open, okay? I don't know how to explain it. I just have sleepy eyes for the whole day. Put this on. It's a whole like Zorro mask situation where it's top and bottom. I leave this on while I'm like getting ready, getting up, all that. And when I take it off, my eyes are refreshed. They actually are like, no, I can open. I'm like, okay. So I've been loving this. I'm sure there are other like masks out there that are like top and bottom and whatnot, but I can't lie. Again, another very expensive product. But if you're looking to treat treat yourself. I've enjoyed these. I'm remembering now, I also got some of these in the advent calendars, which is also nice because again, these are very expensive, but I do really like them. I do have a body scrub from Tree Hut. This is the pumpkin spice latte. It was nice, not my favorite pumpkin scent, but I could handle it. And I just love using these scrubs and these types of scrubs. It doesn't have to be Tree Hut, but something that is a little bit more coarse on my underarms. So if you're not doing that and maybe you have sensitive underarms, I highly suggest it because it helps me get off my deodorant from the day. So one, that's not sitting on there kind of causing irritation. I don't know, it's really, really helps. So I just for the longest time never thought to really scrub my underarms like that, and it's worked so amazing to especially get off that kind of slippy but simultaneously tacky layer of my deodorant, and it's been amazing and kind of life-changing. I love it. I really enjoyed this from Fresh, the Tea Elixir. It's like a serum. I don't really know what it was doing, but it wasn't doing bad things to me, and I did feel like my face looked better when I used it. I don't know. I feel like that's all skincare. Like, I don't know. It felt good when I used it and my skin looked good when I used it. I think I got this through BoxyCharm, so it was like a good price, or, you know, that's how it came into my life, and I'm glad. I really enjoyed it. Love this Biro eye cream. This is the Truffle Eye Serum. They recently changed the size because, you know, this is an expensive product if you buy it full price, which I feel like, again, BoxyCharm and the kind of subscription boxes, you can get this on a good deal. And for that deal price, it's amazing. But it was a 1 ounce serum. So even at that like $100 price point it was at, for 1 ounce of serum for your under eyes, that's a big eye cream. But I noticed that they changed the size because this thing was big, but I really love the texture of this. It is good. So many makeup removers. I have some pharmacy ones. I really love the pharmacy cleansing balms. I think they just work really well, so loved those. The Banilico is also really great too. If this one's more affordable or easier to get, I have really enjoyed that. I got this off of YesStyle, and I think this is like the jumbo one, so it lasted me a while. I also have a cleansing oil here. This one was okay. I don't know. I think I'm preferring balms at the moment. There's something about them. They just like feel nice, and I feel like I can make them last a little longer. This cleanser from Cocoa Kind, I didn't really love. It's oil to milk, but I just felt like maybe the oil to milk would help me get makeup off, but I did not feel like that's what was happening. So maybe if you want like a hydrating cleanser, like a second cleanse or just on bare skin, maybe it'd be good for you, but it doesn't really suds. I don't know. It's not like a satisfying feeling. I didn't love it. Oh my gosh, can you tell I've been washing my face? Okay, I've been washing my face. Low Recipe Avocado Cleanser. This, if you're looking for an actual moisturizing cleanser, I do think is really good and is moisturizing, but I complained, and it's been an issue, that the hole is too big. The hole on this is way too big, so I think they've fixed it for now. And you know, to be honest, they kind of changed to this downgraded packaging. I don't know if the avocado cleanser always came in this, but I know the body moisturizer comes in packaging like this now, and I don't know, it's kind of cheap. This one from Undefined Beauty, the R&R cleanser. I use this as a face cleanser. You can kind of use it however you want, I think, but I don't know, not my favorite, but I worked through it. I was like, I've used enough of this. I'm going to finish it. I'm gonna finish it. I actually had some makeup. Sorry I didn't start with this, but Natasha Denona concealer. Love this. The Hydra Concealer N2 is my shade, which I will say in the cooler months or like winter, this might be a little dark for me, but I feel like it just gives my face some life. Like, I don't know. I really love this as an all over face base product, a foundation type product. So freaking good, and I repurchased like immediately. And a trusty Rowan brow pencil. I've been using these up for years because I stocked up on them and they're so good. So love this. I use the shade medium, which is a little dark, but I use a light hand and I like the cool tone of it. I just feel like so many taupes and blondes tend to run warm, orange, yellow, green, all the tones I don't want. I want something cool still, but not too dark, but it's very difficult, and this works for me. Another Revive eye mask. I'm telling you, I am loving those masks, and I'm gonna cry when they're out because I think I'm gonna have to find a dupe on them because they're so expensive. I have an I'm Honey mask from Tony Moly. I've been trying to do more sheet masks and just have that nice moment, so that was nice. From Glamnetic, this is the Brush On Glue. Love the Brush On Glue as opposed to like just what a normal nail glue comes. It's just just so much easier to control, and especially if you're starting out with press-ons. I don't know, the idea of basically super gluing nails onto me, I just hate it, and it would get messy, and it's a whole thing. The brush tip really, really helps. This Laneige moisturizer I really loved. It's called the Water Bank, and they have some different versions. The cream moisturizer, I think they have a lighter weight, and I think they might have a more heavy duty one. But honestly, I love just so many Laneige products. I feel like they just do skincare that works well with my skin overall. So really enjoyed this. Went through it kind of fast. It was a small container, but it was a great moisturizer. I have this Day Dry Shampoo. I thought I would update you. I have since purchased this, and I have enjoyed the switch from Batiste just because I was going through so much Batiste, and this one isn't like an atomizer. It's like powder in here, and then you just like spray it out, and it kind of creates this cloud. It's a little bit of a different mechanism, but I find that it really does keep my hair pretty, you know, oil free for like a day, maybe even 2 days. It just takes a little bit of time to set in. The biggest thing is I feel like I can feel this on my scalp a little bit more than the spray ones. Like something about this just sits on my scalp a little bit more, and I don't love that. I feel like I've noticed maybe, I don't know if it's like my scalp is drier or if it's the actual product. So it's just something I'm keeping an eye on, and definitely different than I feel like my experience with Batiste, but I'll keep you guys updated if I continue to repurchase it. So yeah, I thought that was the answer, and I have enjoyed it. But if you have a dry shampoo you really love, you have greasy hair, I'm open to some recommendations. Okay, there's other stuff in here. I don't know, pimple patches, toothpaste, a mini Bioderma, some mini products from traveling, and I'm gonna leave it off, you know, with my Cocoa Floss. I love my Cocoa Floss. But you wanna know, for some reason, I did not think that it was plastic. I thought it was just like, I don't know, cotton fiber, I guess. But for sure, since 2021, they've changed it, and it's like recycled plastic, and I don't know why. I just was under the impression it was different, so that's kind of made me go, Anyway, just compared to what I was using, but I have a few different flavors here. Passion fruit, banana daiquiri, and also confetti cake. They're basically lightly scented in a way, and they have coconut oil to help fight, you know, I don't know, bacteria, whatever in your mouth, but it's just a thicker floss, and I do really like that. I feel like it cleans my teeth really well, and if you aren't flossing, I highly suggest it. I know it can be kind of annoying, but it is so good for your gums, and if you can and have the capacity, it's really good to have good oral health. Okay, I'm gonna leave the video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know this is kind of all over the place. Hopefully even in just like a week, I'll be able to have things a little bit more put together, all of that. But I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you guys so much for all your kind words on the move. I am so excited to get settled in this space and just be inspired and make videos and all that. So anyway, I will see you in my next one. With the siren, I'm out. Okay, bye.